Hi, I'm Clinton.
Now I'm the big dog Claude.
It's Loki, episode 3. Hi, Thanos. We're the lamest offenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com. Hi, welcome back. So this episode kicked off with the hunter from the previous episode, Hunter C20, and she's enjoying a nice little margarita. There's like this great real poppy song in the beginning, and female Loki, who she'll be addressed as until we get to a certain plot point.
Right.
She is chatting her up, just like
It's a girls' night.
It's a girls' night out, and it's great because there's like the best line in the episode is like, so you know we're best friends, right? Who's guarding the timekeepers? Like, it's just,
damn.
It was great. I love that moment. That was great. And then it just kind of, that was like the cold open, and that was leading up to the episode 2 with Loki and Mobius coming into the Roxxon Mart. So
Right.
Just kind of a little flashback.
Yeah, because the whole reason, she wants to like basically like go into their their previous life and the things that they loved to kind of like take away their defenses, and it's hinting at Owen Wilson and all of his Mobius's love for jet skis, and maybe hopefully he kind of like gets with it and realizes that he too is a variant. So it should be really interesting.
Yeah, that was awesome. Mm-hmm. So after the credits, it shows back from the events from the very end of episode 2 with the time bombs going off all over the place, and the TVA's in disarray, and female Loki shows up and
time bombs. It's like an upper decker from the Groover. She's leaving upper deckers everywhere.
and then Marvel Loki shows up. I guess I'm gonna call him 616 Loki. I don't know what else to call him. And then 616 Loki shows up, and then female Loki has this amazing Daredevil like hallway fight scene in the beginning, and I love that. I thought that was great.
Yeah,
I was like, I had to check. Is this Disney Plus or Netflix? It was a great fight scene. And then she is. So they're in front of the golden elevators that gets to the timekeepers, and Ravonna shows up. Ravonna, I pronounced her name wrong. Sorry. Yeah. And she's like, "Don't move or I'll kill Loki." He's like, "Go ahead."
Go ahead. I was going to delete him anyway.
Loki grabs the TemPad, and they go to him and female Loki fall through the portal to Lamentous Moon, which is the Lamentous Moon, and the planet is falling apart. And
it's a big purple moon, basically. It's purple the entire episode.
I love the color scheme for this show.
Yeah.
Like it is this planet or moon rather. This looked like something out of the Outer Worlds, or
a little bit.
It was like or No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
it was so colorful. It was great and so industrial.
I love it because it kind of reminded me of Zelda Majora's Mask, where this moon's about to crash on the planet, and then all the while you still have about 24 hours left, and then you're seeing is it's getting a little bit closer, and more asteroids and falling debris are hitting.
Yeah, it's a great analogy.
And they're just walking around the random explosion.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
So then it's Loki, and who now has introduced herself as Sylvie. She doesn't want to be called female Loki. She's like, I'm not a Loki, I'm a Sylvie now.
Right.
I go by Sylvie. So they stumble across this woman who's just waiting out the apocalypse in her shed with this shotgun.
She's like, just kill me. I'm just ready. I don't care.
Like Bud from Kill Bill 2, just hanging there behind the door. And then so they are trying to get a power source for the TemPad so they can recharge it and get out of there.
It's out of juice since Loki displaced them to 70 or was it like 700 years in the future?
2077.
Okay, so I was close.
Basically, really close. So they're trying to get on this train to get to this arc that is leaving the planet, and that'll surely have enough energy that they need for the TemPad. And so they get on the train, and I thought this was actually one of the weaker scenes of this episode.
Oh, absolutely!
It was great seeing Loki sing Asgardian in Asgardian. Which honestly I think it's Norwegian, but whatever. And but a fight breaks out because he's acting not at all like a rich person. Only rich people are being allowed on this train.
Because originally him and Sylvie are like, you relax your way, I'll relax mine. So she takes a nap, and then he's like, I'm getting drunk. So that's one of the reasons why he gets
full.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm quite full.
Then he makes a really terrible love analogy, and then all hell breaks loose because what he, as you were alluding to, was he was acting like a guard to get them on the train. So now his disguise is gone.
Yeah, thank you.
And now it's another fight scene on the train. My biggest issue with this, if we rewind a little bit about getting on the train and pretty much about this plan as a whole, is I know it's Disney and there's a budget, it's a TV show, but I was like, there's no aliens whatsoever, it's all humans, and that kind of like irked me because it's just some random space moon, you know. I'm like, at least have some variety here,
full of space jewels that they have to mine out.
I guess, I don't know, but I was like,
use your imagination.
So come on. It was like Rocket Raccoon pooping in the corner or something. Give me something.
So the biggest problem I had with this scene was the fight scene. Because guards show up and they ask for their tickets, and they're like, oh, we don't have, well, you again. So then a fight breaks out. Loki pushes one or knocks one out through the window, says bye, and then 2 guards show up out of nowhere and just throw him out. And he's just like, oh, guess I'm going out the window now. Which was weird because earlier in the episode, he did it at least once where he just phased behind Sylvie. Did you just forget that? Like, that's,
I don't know. It was very sloppy.
I know it's plot, it's total plot, and I get that, but man, I just can't stand it when they forget their own, forget their characters.
You know, I know you like the first hallway scene and fight scene and stuff. Yeah. I thought that was some of the weaker stuff. Honestly, is the fights.
Your weaker stuff.
Well, we all know that. I mean, I was just like I don't know. It just felt like. It wasn't a full, like, obviously the budget, they don't have time to train as much as, like, say something else. But it still was like, I don't know, whatever.
No, you didn't like it? You didn't like it?
Yeah. It was just absolutely
Everybody
terrible.
can be wrong.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Well, except me.
So it's during this this trek from the train, they get kicked off the train, and then the temp head is just completely broken now. So now they're trying to get to the Ark to just survive, basically.
Just get on it and get out.
Even though in every time this memory is run, basically the Ark is destroyed. They said, well, we haven't been on it, so why not? So they try, and we find out as they're walking from the train to the Ark, Sylvia says that the TVA is comprised of variants. They're not created by the timekeepers. So Owen Wilson or Mobius is actually someone he's got to be a cop of a detective from the 90s because he loves jet skis and he loves that weird Pepsi energy drink, that Just whatever it is. I almost said Jocasta. Ultron's wife. So like that was actually, I thought, the biggest reveal, that they just kind of like, oh, here you go. Like,
right. Well, everyone on the internet's freaking out on Twitter that don't read the comics. They're like, oh no, Loki's bisexual. That's the biggest thing that's ever happened. It's just like, no, it's always been like that. It's just like,
pretty much. And that's like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's fine. If he's like that, that's great. So the planet separates, it crashes in. Like, it was great too, because everybody was just quiet. Like, it was just a moment of silence as they saw this planet separate.
Well, this city that they're in, that they're trying to get in, it reminded me of Batman Forever, where the entire city's just neon. It's just like some stoner kid's blacklight room.
So the Ark is, so cut to the end, and like the Ark's destroyed, a meteor crashes through it, and then like Sylvie just walks away. She everybody's just like stopped and stunned, and she just walks.
Guess I'm dead.
It was.
And that's the end of
that. Was the episode of the episode. That's
the entire show. That was the grand finale.
Kind of a downer. Very Lynchian ending.
Well, there you go. He was a variant. So, but it's cool that they've announced that her name is Sylvie, which is a second Enchantress. So I don't think it's actually Enchantress. I'm trying to think if whether or not it's just Lady Loki. It's kind of like, the thing for the Winter Soldier Falcon, where Sharon Carter was a power broker the entire time, and it's just like, okay, whatever, like, moving on.
I don't know. I don't. All signs are pointing to her being the Enchantress, so it's. But we'll see. Who knows?
And if you don't know anything about the second Enchantress, she's actually got a really cool, kind of unique storyline involving Loki. So it'd be cool if they kind of like play that out. Cause
that would be great. Absolutely. So Big Dog, what'd you think of the episode today?
Big Dog's gonna bark, and I think I'm going to give this 7.
7 paws.
Yeah, 7 paws. I thought it was okay. It was just it's a side quest. It's just exposition. It was character building, and it's kind of making the female Loki a little bit more. You can sympathize with her a little bit because now you know a little bit of her backstory and how she interacts with the male Loki. So with the reason it's a 7 to me is the best part of the show is Owen Wilson and Loki or Tom Hiddleston interacting, and then without that, I like Lady Loki, but it wasn't near the quippy level.
Sure, that's totally fair.
I know.
Honestly, well, now I don't know. For me, it was honestly, I'm going to give it an 8. I thought it was just as solid, honestly, as last week. I've been really impressed with this show so far. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it so much more than everything else.
It's just a better show.
Even I guess you could say this is probably the weakest of the 3, but I still really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just good. Yeah, it's just good.
Just good. And Kang, it's definitely Kang.
It's totally Kang. Yeah, it's got to be Kang.
So
Big Daddy Kang.
Yeah. Ain't no big dog Claude, but whatever.
Who is?
Me. So anyway, that's our review for Loki, episode 3. Catch us for next week's episode, which will be obviously episode 4, and we'll check you guys in.
It's very late at night.
It's 11 o'clock. We'll
appreciate you.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. Hi, I'm Clinton.
And I'm Big Dog Claude.
It's Loki, episode 3. Hi, I'm Clinton.
And I'm the Big Dog Claude.
He has it, and he's trying to hide it. And excuse me. So the what? Well, that's a cut.